Rhythm video games at one point in time used to be insanely popular. Titles such as Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and Dance Dance Revolution have gone on to be high sellers in the video game market, selling millions of units throughout the latter half of the 2000s. Not only that, but rhythm games have been critically acclaimed games as well. And on that note, we've decided to put together a list of the top 10 best rhythm video games according to Metacritic. But of course, just before we do go into the video, if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like this video. And all of that said, let's just get straight into it. These are the top 10 best rhythm video games according to Metacritic. Number 10, DJ Hero. DJ Hero was released in 2009 and was intending to be a spin-off to the Guitar Hero series. It has a soundtrack of around 100 individual songs, with about 80 of them being remixed. The gameplay is based on a typical turntable, where the player has to adjust the fades and scratch the turntable by pressing buttons. This game was commended by critics for how fresh it is, especially compared to the other entries. The turntable-based gameplay is noted as well, with the difficulty curve helping the player hone their skills as a DJ master. Number 9, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Crypt of the Necrodancer looks like a dungeon crawler game on the surface, except it only has a rhythm component to it. The main character, Cadence, must move and attack to the beat as she navigates through a crypt in search of her missing father. Much of the praise for Crypt of the Necrodancer has gone to the soundtrack, and most critics admire the game's originality and how well it meshes rhythm gameplay with a roguelike dungeon crawler to make an almost perfect combination. Number 8, Samba de Amigo. As opposed to traditional samba music, Samba de Amigo instead features mainly on Latin pop songs. Regardless, it has the player shake maracas around to the beat. The better the performance, the more people that the game's star Amigo will attract. Compared to other rhythm games, Samba de Amigo is often noted as being very unique, and many critics enjoy the game's addictive gameplay, although it did feature on the sadly forgotten Dreamcast console. Side note, and unfortunately, the maraca controllers are the only way that you can really and truly enjoy this game. Number 7, Dance Dance Revolution. The PlayStation port of Dance Dance Revolution plays just like the arcade version, but only with a few new kinks added to the mix. Aside from new music tracks, it has 2 new modes not included in the original, an edit mode and an arrange mode. Dance Dance Revolution is viewed as a defining title for its genre, being the first music game to make players move their feet to the rhythm. Its fun and addictive gameplay have made it a fan favorite to most video game critics. Number 6, Guitar Hero. The first Guitar Hero game was a very simple premise. The player has to use the guitar-based controller as they play rock music. 30 songs are featured in this game spanning from 1967 to 2004. Guitar Hero is received well by critics, with many of them being a huge fan of the classic soundtrack, as well as the Gibson SG-based guitar controller. This game's status helped jumpstart the Guitar Hero series, which would go on to dominate the music video game genre for a foreseeable future. Number 5, Rock Band 2. Rock Band 2 takes what the original had and improves upon it. Along with the improved controls, the game comes with multiple instruments and cooperative band gameplay. The downloadable content is also really good, as you can download over 1,000 songs. Critics didn't see Rock Band 2 as an entirely new game, but rather as a title that polishes and improves upon things that were in the prequel. Rock Band 2 is deemed a more enjoyable experience for gamers, with how many songs and game modes that it has. Number 4, Guitar Hero 2. Due to the success of Guitar Hero, the prequel, this game came out a year later in 2006. The gameplay is retained, as new note combinations and multiplayer modes are added. There's even a training mode for players to practice certain song sections. Much like the original, Guitar Hero 2 is a success both commercially and critically. Critics enjoy the aspects of the game that were worked upon, such as the gameplay mechanics and replay value, although they did find that the new game modes and heavy soundtracks leave a lot to be desired. Number 3, PaRappa the Rapper. PaRappa the Rapper is greatly considered to be the first true rhythm game. With its rap-inspired gameplay and a witty storyline to go along with it, it follows PaRappa as he raps his way through several stages in an attempt to win over Sunny Funny. Critics have found the songs in this game to be quite catchy, even if the lyrics are a little bit whack. The animations has gotten praise as well, as the paper-thin character designs and the 3D backgrounds make for a pretty electric combination. This game has aged pretty well, but the main criticism from this game stems from its storyline and how short it is, considering that there are only 6 levels. Number 2. Rock Band. Harmonix used to produce Guitar Hero games, at least until it was purchased by MTV Records. Once Neversoft became the new developer, Rock Band was later conceived. Rock Band allows up to 4 players to play together and rock out, as they use instrument-based controllers and even a USB microphone. Multiple gaming publications have gone on to praise this title, calling the game experience fun and the co-op gameplay rather rewarding. The game's single-player mode is seen as a downside, however. Number 1. Rock Band 3. Rock Band 3 improves upon what Rock Band 2 already established, featuring new instruments and vocal harmonies found in the Rock Band spin-off titles, and it even has a pro mode which mimics the playing of real instruments, as well as an MIDI adapter for the electronic drum kits and keyboard, making it one of the best co-op games available at the time. Not only is this title seen better than its predecessors, but it's also considered to be a landmark title for rhythm games in general. Critics in particular loved how ambitious the game is, and how the pro mode helps players to learn to play real instruments, and on top of that, the addition of the keyboard is also seen as a plus in regard to expanding the range of Rock Band's music collection. And so there you pretty much have it. Those were the top 10 best rhythm video games to have ever been released according to Metacritic. So what did you think of this list? Do you agree with this top 10? Or perhaps that you think that there was a rhythm video game not included in this list that should have been included? If so, do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. And of course, not forgetting that if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like this video. I'll also leave some more top 10 videos at the end of this video if you would like to check them out. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I will see you all next time.